Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for this occasion. I would love to talk about myself and my company because I'm passionate about both myself and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, about myself, I would like to say that I am a master's in microbiology who spent a few years with this profession, but then deviated in a very unique way towards education, which eventually turned out to be my profession. I certified with UCLA for becoming a career guidance expert, and I think that was one of the best decisions of my life because whatever I did study, at the heart of it, I thought I was a mentor and I wanted to guide school children into what they should be doing with their lives. I'm a striking example of having studied something else and today for 15 years working in another field with equal satisfaction. And that's the experience that I want to share with so many aspiring high school students who want to understand what is it that will make unique professionals and experts out of them. So I do this as a qualified professional, but I also bring in a lot of my personal passion, personality into this, and I love my job. I came to Qatar in 2016 October, exactly. We are almost in October now, so I complete 7 years. And when I came here, obviously for a year, I took to settle down and acclimatize and get used to the new social norm here, which is very different from my city, Mumbai in India. So I took some time, but yes, I was very active and I met a lot of people. I joined a lot of forums because I wanted to network. And during my conversations with them, I gradually started realizing that when they spoke about their children who were in school, most parents sounded so confused as to, oh, I don't know what to do now. The child is in 9th or in 10th or in 12th, and everyone was anxious about what should we do? Should we send them back to our home country to study, or should we send them to US, UK, Canada? And I was like, why are they wondering so much? There is such good information available and there is so much help already available, and why are the parents here in such an advanced country, why are they so confused? But I realized that there was a stark absence of a systematic approach to higher education consultation. And initially, though I thought this was my belief because I only knew few people and not all the people in Qatar, I realized when I signed up for a Qatar Career Development Center sponsored program, the certification program that makes you eligible for counseling in Qatar. And during the program, I actually networked with almost all of the counselors in Qatar from most of the schools that were also part of the program. And when I spoke to them, I realized that my belief was not at all wrong. I had picked up the right thread or the pain point, if I can say that there was a lack of a very systematic approach. There were work happening here and there in bits and pieces. So someone was doing some aptitude testing, someone was doing some test prep as in coaching, some agents would come down and be here for a week and enroll students for the respective universities that they were agents for, but there was no consultation. Today I would like to emphasize on this point that people who guide students for university education, there are two kinds of people. One, who are agents, who have a contract with universities to recruit students only for those universities. And there are consultants like me who do not have contracts with universities, but we are open ended. There are very few people like us because it is very difficult to be a consultant, right? And guide students and help them go where they deserve to go rather than take them to where you have a contract with. Both formats are good. I do not deny the value of both of these. But where I come from, I was very clear that if I have a student case filed with me, I wanted to show the child what all is possible, how far they can go. And then I wanted to tell them, you know what, you can't know everything because that's not your job. And there's someone here who will tell you, in grade 10, do these activities, you're better off. In grade 11, go sign up for this program from some other universities. And in grade 12, go get into this project. It will give you a lot of weightage. And now you can go and write the application for all the top universities of the world. So what is unknown to them is my job, and this is only done if you are a consultant. RightTrack was born only to provide aptitude testing. I was in a new country. I was not aware of the system here, and I didn't know so many people. And I was so new. I thought, why will a school or students or parents come to me? Because I'm not even a few months old here, and I don't have that kind of a track record locally. So I decided that I will only start with one unit of my entire service, which is called aptitude testing or ideal career test. I did that for a year, and I realized that I can't do it as a freelancer, because here, if I have to offer a service and be serious about it, I have to have a registered company. So though I tried to spread my word across, the moment I realized that I have to go via the legal route, we really started finding out more information about it. Now here I would say that my husband was a great support, because he had been in this part of the region for many more years than I was, and he helped me understand what does it take to complete the legal formalities. He actually introduced me to KBF Trading, which is my partner today, and this is the office that I'm sitting in today. The whole building is basically KBF Trading, which is earlier owned by Sheikh Khalifa bin Fahad Al Thani, now owned by Sheikh Abdullah bin Fahad Al Thani. And I've been very fortunate to be associated with a very positive group of people who believed in me, though I was a newcomer. They were very excited about my branch of business being into education, which they are also very passionate about. They are sponsors for Compass School here, which shows that they definitely are passionate about education even on their own. And they were very excited about how I could help students get into university, both expats as well as Qataris. That's where RightTrack started in October of 2018. Thank you for the question, because that is the main crux of what the business is all about. RightTrack basically helps parents answer 4 questions. When every time a parent or a student is trying to plan higher education, what they need is 4 questions, answers to 4 questions. Course, country, college, and cost. What do I study? Where do I study? Which university? And what am I going to pay for that? We help them understand this via consultation, and there is a method for everything. I need to make them go through a process. So I have designed a very straight 3-step process. Step 1, career guidance, telling you what do you need to study and what more do you need to do outside of your school. Second, prepare for that country, because now you have to do some examinations like IELTS for English, like SAT for US, like UCAT for UK. like ISAT for Australia. There are so many, like entrance examinations for Europe medical programs. The list is endless. So we make them go through the process of test preparation, and then we guide them for the university. Where my expertise lies is, when I said I'm not an agent and a consultant, this is where my expertise lies. We go through a process called profile matching. What is your profile, academic and extracurricular? What is the university's profile and requirement? And we match you. When we match you, we give you a list of universities where your admission chances are very high, and we can predict it. We can predict that these are your safe universities, you will guaranteed get into these. These are your competitive universities, and these are universities where you should try because you seem to have a good profile, but it's competitive, so you may not. This is how the admission chance works best. So our USP is the university list, number one. Our second USP, which is almost non-existent in Qatar, if I can say, is helping students write very good college essays and statement of purpose, what is called the personal statement. Children usually write them on their own, but we literally get into the editing in a very deep way. We do not ghostwrite, but we help the child understand what is it that each university is looking for and how they can refine their essay and the writing assignments. That is our USP. And the third is being objective and guiding them neutrally through a process and being okay with the change in university or strategy or country through the process. That's where we are different. We are flexible and we accommodate the parent and the student needs, because end of the day it is about the child. True. Just like Qatar has Vision 2030, even a small business like me will definitely have a vision. So my vision is, the service that we provide is actually a great supplementary function to all the school counselors who are helping the children in their school with university admissions, but there's a huge area where they need support. So the vision of Right Track is to become a great support for every counselor in Qatar and to help them wherever they need, right? Whatever is their gap, we have a product and we can give it to you. You need aptitude test, we have it. If you need aptitude test in Arabic, we have Arabic aptitude test. If you need help with SAT and IELTS coaching for your children, okay, you name that. If you only want help with visas, you name it. So it doesn't depend on what we have. It's about what the schools want and how we can support them. That's one of my main vision, that if any counselor in Qatar needs help, the first name that they should be able to take is Right Track is there. We will go to them, talk to them, and I'm sure they will be able to support us from the outside. That is my vision for Qatar. I think FIFA was a time when the government of Qatar answered the whole world. There is nothing much to say. Every person was out there feeling proud that they were a Qatari at that point of time. Seeing so many people come in, the way they handled the entire event, and it was an event of that scale that the country had done for the first time. And I think that every person who was within Qatari borders understood two things very clearly. Both Sheikh Hamad and Sheikh Thani, they mean business. They mean business, and once they decide something, they do it. Not only that, they have all the resources to arrange for the best team in the world to be able to help them achieve their dreams. And my entire takeaway during FIFA was, because as a business person, you're constantly learning from other people who are successful in whatever they do. Their dream was to get FIFA and they achieved it. But my intent was to see the method. And I saw that years of planning, starting well in advance, having the best people work for you, and delivering with a sense of confidence. I think that is my takeaway even as a business person, which I really observed, and I think it makes sense and it is correct. In a business, the same rules apply. And I think they taught the whole world, as well as a lot of budding Qataris, what is it to achieve success. Yeah, it's planning, the right team, and implementation in time. I think that was really commendable. are countless. And one thing I can tell you is that it is very interesting to do business as a woman, because contrary to popular belief, everyone will support you, and your dream becomes so many people's dream, because they are very, I would say, very happy with the idea that you're planning to come out of your comfort zone, you're planning to come out of your house, you are wanting to explore your creative and as well as your intellectual ability, and no one will try to stop you. So if you're a woman and trying to do business, go out there. My honest suggestion to you is, your family will support you, and Qataris also have supported me a lot. I can see from how the parents come and talk to me that they're very impressed, they're very happy, that and they feel they're comforted that someone very nurturing and mother like will take care of their child, and they are happy and they trust me. People of all nationalities, they have trusted me. So firstly, I want to thank all those people who in the last 5 years trusted us and took our services, and they knew that we will be able to give their child a university of their dream, which is so important to them. So they are the first set of people I want to thank. Second, of course, my husband, who was with me like rock solid and will remain, I know that, throughout the whole process. He has been elemental in helping me understand what business is. Now, being an expert is one thing, and doing business is another thing, and it's not the same.